Sometimes people ask me to do like a cooking video because they know that I love to cook. And for some reason, I had to wait till I'm in Paris to actually do something. Now, my friend Tiffany, who is gone out for a little bit, will be back around 10:30, 11 o'clock. So I've decided to make dinner for the both of us. And I'm going to actually do something rather simple, chicken. Of course, it's the easiest thing to cook. And I think most people like chicken, you know. They always say, you know, if you eat rabbit or dolphin or who knows what it is, they always say it tastes like chicken. Well, the reality, of course, is chicken is the only thing that does taste like chicken. So let me get it. I'll show you what I've done to it. It's already in the fridge and I've already prepared it for cooking. Now, here it is. Nice small bird, good enough for two people. And what I've done with it is inside I have 2 oranges and some onions, and I've just seasoned it with salt and pepper. Now before I put all that stuff to it and the onions and oranges inside, I actually washed the bird, dried it off, and now I'm air drying it in the refrigerator. And the reason for that is that way when it's cooking, the skin gets nice and crispy on the outside. So I'm just going to put that back in and show you the other things that I'm going to be making. Oh, actually, before I start, one of the most important things to do when you are cooking is the first step, and that is having a glass of wine. So let me get that, and then we can actually start the serious part. Now, where's the bottle? It was, well, actually, no, this is not, it's not this one here. This one is for later. Oh, here it is. Already opened it. So we're going to have a little bit of this. It's quite a nice one, actually. Had it a couple of days ago. Just finishing it off. So, toast, or cheers. So the other thing, of course, that I'm going to make with this is a mushroom dish and a potato dish. And I kind of changed my mind how I was going to make the potatoes, but I'll give you an example of what I'm going to do with it. Here are the potatoes, and after washing them, I'm going to slice them. It's only my 4th glass today. No, I'm kidding. It's not my 4th glass. My 6th glass. I'm going to slice them. Now, these kind of potatoes here I like because you can keep the skin on them. And when you cook them in olive oil with a little bit of butter, the skin gets a very nice color. So for the preparation of the potatoes, since it's a little tedious to watch, we're going to do that in high speed. All right, there we have it. The potatoes are now chopped up. Now, I'm going to be frying them in olive oil, but what I like to do, and a lot of other people do, is you boil them before a little bit, because that way, how does this thing turn on? There we go. That way, they're already cooked on the inside, so you're really just putting them in the olive oil and the butter just to get a nice golden color on the outside. Now the other thing, of course, to do is season the water with some sea salt. You can put as much as you want because you're going to drain the water anyway. And also, if you prepare them this way, then you won't have the issue of the potatoes turning brown after you cut them and leave them aside. So once that is done, just cover it, and that's all you have to do on that one. Now, as I said, I'm also going to be preparing some mushrooms. So we have the mushrooms right here. How much was this? This was €1. €1 for 2 packages of mushrooms. Mushrooms, of course, do shrink a little bit when you prepare them. But we're not going to do this one first. We're actually going to do something else first, which is over here. So I should get it. And let me open the package. And I'll show you we have here. We have lard, or a nice bacon fat. And this actually is nice to use when cooking, because it has a very, very nice flavor. So we have to brown these and cook them so they get nice and crispy. So since it's actually also going to take a little bit of time, we're going to do it in high speed. All right, so the lard or the bacon fat is cut into little pieces like this. And I'm just waiting for a pan to heat up. And then when that's nice and hot, you throw it into the pan and you get them nice and crispy. And of course, the thing with your cooking something like this, you really don't need to add salt, because pork is already salty enough. All you're doing with it is, like, you know, when people like crispy bacon, it's basically the same thing. And then I'll show you actually the fat from it. You keep it because when you prepare the potatoes and the mushrooms, you use olive oil, but you also use a little bit of that because of the flavor. So, I mean, you know, some people go, oh, this is not healthy. Well, you're not going to do it every goddamn day, you know, so you don't have to worry about it. So let me see if this pan is hot. I would like to test with water. There, I don't know if you can hear the sizzling, so the pan is nice and hot. Dry that off a bit. And then you just put all this in. Now you're going to see here, there's some pieces that I didn't use. This is because there's some bone on it and everything. You want the part that actually has no bone. Put that inside. And I like using wooden spoons. Do that. But you have to watch it, because, and you always have to keep stirring it. And if you want to add just a little bit of flavor, a drop of olive oil, just a drop, not too much. About half a teaspoon is all you need. Right? Dribbling out, there we go. And because you have onion left from the chicken, put some of that. Really fine. Well, not too fine. You're really using the onion for the flavor. Just about that much. And it just adds a nice flavor to everything. Now, because of the way that I'm actually cooking this, let me move the camera around so you can actually see how it looks. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to stop for a bit, and then when it gets crispy, I'll come back and then I'll show you the rest. Okay, the bacon lard, the bacon that I was cooking, the big thick pieces, is actually done. And this is exactly what you want. And then I'll show you what to do next. So let me put this camera over here. First, you take it out of the pan. Now, I was looking for something to scoop it up with. Let me see. Not my kitchen, so I'm not quite sure where anything is, but anyway, I'll do my best with this here. I hope this works. I don't want to spill anything. Just take it. Like I said, it's nice and crispy right now, which is exactly what you want. And also has a nice golden color. And makes the kitchen actually smell quite nice. If you don't have an exhaust fan, it could be a little ghastly. But it's almost done. Okay. Now you actually just put this aside because you're gonna do something else with it much later on. Now, as I said, you want to keep something from it, which is all the fat from it. Now, I can't tilt the pan over for you to see because then it would just go all over the place. So just take an ordinary pot like this and just put it in here, because you're going to use some of it later. Don't put it on the burner that you were just using, because then it will burn and then it won't be, you can't use it anymore. There's another one. That away. And let's see how it has the right texture. It's crispy and a little bit soft on the inside, which is what you want. Just like this is quite delicious. I have to watch out because I'll keep eating it. So, oh, where's my wine? Oh, here it is. So, this is video number 1, and in a little while there'll be another video made on the rest of the process. My friend Tiffany, she's gone out for a bit and she'll be back later, so I'm not going to start the chicken until probably another hour. And then we'll start doing the rest of the stuff, the mushrooms and the potatoes and the chicken itself. So I hope you join me for that one. And I think by that time I'll be on my 10th glass of wine. So, I don't know how, what's the word? I'm not coherent right now, I don't think. I don't know how coherent the next one will be, but we'll try our best. We'll try our best. Okay, so we'll see you in a little while.